It's Troning time.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of You Haven't Seen That Podcast, or YHST for short. I'm Isaac.
I'm Melva.
And this is a show where we cover movies on that growing list of films that has people asking us the question, You haven't seen that? Intermission edition. Welcome back once again, people. Oh. Back on the couch. For you don't know it, but because you're going to listen to these a week at apart, but we're doing a little double episode here. We were going to do it yesterday, which is a Sunday. We're recording on a Monday, but we want to go see an F1 viewing watch party.
Yeah,
that was
fun.
A lot of fun, and I think
I love the energy.
I had DM'd your cousin Crystal. Mm-hmm. I was like, "Yep, expect a drunken next two episodes." We were like,
that afternoon nap hit.
Oh, dude, what a great afternoon nap. Anyways, I got ahead of myself. If you're new here, if you haven't been doing so already, follow us on social media at
YHST Pod
on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, where you can communicate with us and like, share, and subscribe, and all the other fun stuff. And if you'd like to support us, you can do that on Venmo at
YHST Pod.
Buy us a bucket of popcorn. Some
do it.
Dibs,
do it
as you always say.
Dibs, coffee.
Rolos. I got to get back into the Rolos thing. Or a bucket of popcorn, or a novelty bucket of popcorn. We appreciate it. We love it. We love you. We love it. And
pretzels,
we mean it.
Nachos, whichever one you want to do.
You know, I still don't snack. It's always some chew, some gum.
Is that even considered a snack? I don't think it is.
No, not at all. But I mean, like, you know, oral fixation.
Wow.
Anyways, let's cut it out with all the other bullshit and make sure we're keeping people informed with the segment we simply call YHST News, keeping you informed on everything going on in movies, Hollywood, and entertainment. Wait for the music to finish.
Give us a cheese man.
Explosion. All right, let's kick it off. The Australian animated series Bluey is getting its first movie, set to release August 7th, 2027. We've already purchased our tickets, and we are prepared to feel our feels.
100%. Jim Carrey has been in the talks to lead the Jetsons live-action movie at Warner Brothers. I would be very excited to see that.
Me too, only because like he's kind of sort of back to acting, so we'll see how that goes.
No, Jetsons, just the Jetsons movie. Yeah.
Pixar released our first look at Buzz and Woody for Toy Story 5, and the internet doesn't care. It's literally just a picture of Buzz and Woody with like a very small difference. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Acclaimed writer of adolescence Jack Thorne will be taking on a new BBC adaptation of Lord of the Flies as a 4-part miniseries.
I saw some screen grabs. It looks pretty cool. And now for our sad Tron news. And by the way, we are covering Tron and Good Fortune today. Disney is pulling the plug on the Tron franchise after Ares' staggering low numbers. Womp womp.
Jared Leto surprised fans at the AMC Metreon for the opening night of Tron Ares, only to surprise himself at the lack of attendance.
Cringe. Have you seen that video?
Yes.
Oh, it's so sad.
Oh, last but not least, K-pop Demon Hunters The Sing-Along is returning to theaters this Halloween weekend. Someone please take me.
Oh, you had extra news? I had extra news too. That the filming on A24's Crystal Lake, the 8-episode Friday the 13th prequel, has officially wrapped with Linda Cardellini as Pamela Voorhees and Callum Vincent as young Jason.
Nice.
Now, ye been informed.
Ye have been informed. Informed ye have been.
Now, let's start off with a fun movie, and the movie that has heart. And then we'll move on to the movie that just sort of shit the bed.
Okay.
Let's start off with Good Fortune. Written and directed by Aziz Ansari. I didn't know that going into it. This is sort of like his comeback movie.
Right, after being canceled?
Yeah. Starring Keke Palmer, Keanu Reeves, Seth Rogen, and the aforementioned Aziz Ansari. What did you know going into this movie?
I knew nothing about it.
Yeah?
Nothing.
Other than Keanu Reeves as an angel?
I didn't know about it. I saw some like table interviews, but I just thought like you're just getting 4 actors together and then doing interviews. So I didn't put too much together.
Their interviews are so fun.
Oh, yeah.
Keke Palmer is just like, oh my God, who doesn't have a crush on Keke Palmer? You know who she has a crush on? Sean Evans of Hot One.
They kissed.
Ooh, yeah, they did. Dude, she laid one on him.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, let's see if there's a spark. And then laid one down. Why do I keep saying laying one down on him? Like I'm some old fart.
I don't know.
Monday,
I
man.
don't think that way. Anyways, good fortune. A well-meaning but rather inept angel named Gabriel meddles in the lives of a struggling gig worker and a wealthy venture capitalist.
Yeah, so it explores both the working class and like the 1%er in ways that do feel realistic, but how the entire movie like sort of ends up playing out towards a final end where, you know, there's nothing poetic, you know, a happy ending. I think I told you at the end, I go, that's cool, but what's sad is the message for the working class or the message for the 1%ers is going to get kind of overlooked because it kind of can only happen in a fantasy world of a movie, you know, which would kind of bum me out because them exploring the whole idea of the working class and how corporations, not really so much on the government, they didn't really lean on that, but more so how corporations, the power of corporations,
Capitalism,
that more the corporate world, less capitalism, more corporate world. You know, think of, and Seth Rogen in one part said it the best, that we have it so good because people have it so shitty. You know, you're underpaying people, you're overworking them, underpaying them.
Yeah.
Not to Amazon and whatnot. Love me some Amazon, but you know, real heavy on that and how I say working class, but like the lower tier working class everything's sort of designed where they have to try to get multiple jobs just to make ends meet, you know?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
So it is like it's something that resonates, but it so kind of makes it like a little depressing at some points. And then it also makes me feel like, oh, I think I have it decent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, because I was watching the movie and like there was like no point throughout the movie. I was just like, that's fucking depressing. It was more like, that's fucking right. Yeah. Why the fuck is he working 2 jobs? No, I get it though. I get it. But it was more anger for me because it's like, hell yeah. You telling the man, you basically, you body swapped here. In a weird way, but without the body swapping. Yeah,
my bad. I skipped over like what the actual thing happens in the movie. I got so stuck on the whole working class thing because it would just. I mean, okay. Here's why though. The basis of the movie is Seth Rogen being the rich CEO guy swaps lives with Aziz Ansari, who's down on his luck because Gabriel, played by Keanu Reeves, is an angel responsible for people who are texting and driving. So he's a low tier angel and takes it upon himself to try to intervene in a lost soul's life. That is Aziz Ansari. And he wants to, he's a dumb angel. And he thinks that by showing Aziz, or what's his character's name?
Arj,
that, you know, it's such a disconnected angel's perspective on the mortal life. He thinks that by showing Arj the other side of it, right, having money, that having money won't exactly fix your problems. And so he swaps his life with Seth Rogen's character. And turns out it is kind of nice to have all that money. Your problems do go away when you have that money. There are beats of the movie where, you know, you kind of become a little disconnected as an ultra rich person. But for the most part, you never have to starve. You never have to want for a roof over your head and all those basic needs. You never have to need or want for anything. And them playing with that throughout the movie where how being rich, you sort of don't have to pay for anything. Things are like handed to you. I listen to a lot of podcasts, you know, successful comedians, and they say basically that exact same thing. They go, yeah, I haven't had to buy shoes in a long time, you know. Nike sends me some stuff over. And a watch, I don't buy watches. People give me the heavy handshakes. Dinners, hardly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, everything can be written off as a work dinner, some dinner, as long as like an inkling of business was discussed.
So sad. So it's a comedy. It has a lot of heart. Everyone is really good in it. Seth Rogen is Seth Rogen. He's never gonna. I don't think I've seen Seth Rogen in a movie where he just isn't that. Actually, the one where he's pickled, American Pickle or American.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, I forgot what that's called again.
I'll look it up.
Probably like the most different of all the roles, but he's typecast in those things. I was actually really surprised by Aziz Ansari's heart in this. I mean, it does focus around him for the most. The movie starts off by focusing around him, and I was more surprised that we do spend, I want to say, equal time with Seth Rogen's character, because when they get swapped, he's now the one who's down on his luck, and how that plays out with his time with Gabriel, the angel played by Keanu Reeves. One of my favorite parts of the thing.
Yeah. Oh, the movie was American Pickle.
American Pickle. I had it right.
Yeah.
But what I had said earlier it starts off a little taste of the whole angelic thing, and then you spend a lot of time with the humans, with Seth Rogen and Aziz Ansari, because their story is the one that matters the most. And the supernatural element, although needed to make the movie go along, isn't so heavy-handed where powers are being used. So I was kind of happy about that. In other words, like no need for any kind of like visual effects that'll be distracting. Now, as much as Aziz is the heart, if you're casting Keanu Reeves as a dumb angel, like that is where so much of the joy of the movie lies. Even though you have someone like Keke Palmer, who is like a very glowing, golden, warm soul, I felt it was a little underutilized, honestly, because I know she can be very like bombastic in her charm, if you will. And I kind of wanted a little more of her. But she did bring the very realistic working class heart to the story. That wasn't like this sort of depressed, I'm giving up kind of thing.
Yeah. I kind of wish, I feel like there's more scenes where she probably gave more Kiki. And I felt like it might have worked a little bit better.
Okay.
At it. From my point of view, I just needed a little bit more of like because when she did, what was that movie with SZA that she did at the beginning of the year, where it's like two girls struggling?
Yeah.
She did like a really good like, oh man, I gotta but like getting shit done, and I felt like they could have brought that energy a little bit more. But then I can also see how that would probably throw it all off.
Totally, yeah, because it is hinging more on Aziz and Seth Rogen. One day, I just looked at it right now. Oh my god, my memory is shit. One of them days.
Oh, one of them days.
We've covered it.
Yeah.
We covered it. I think it was the end of last year. Mm-hmm. A fucking great movie.
No, beginning of this year.
Was it?
Yeah.
Time has flown by.
Then there you have Sandra O's being like the manager of the Angels in a weird way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of liked her, how she was utilized for like you have to fix this mess, so
They did this thing with when you had some interaction with the Angels and their groups, that they weren't outright rude, but they were rude. And how you write that and how you perform that was very tricky. And I was like, wait, she's kind of throwing shade to Gabriel.
Well, yeah, because he's lesser. He's entry level angel.
But she's doing it all with a smile. So she's slapping you, but it's so sweetly that you're like, okay, well, I guess it's for him. I mean, she does know better.
That is exactly how I feel like if I were to be an angel.
No, you wouldn't.
I'd be like, shit. I'd be entry level, like texting and driving. But at the same time, the other angels would be like, yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, I get it.
But none of the angels are ever like a dick. Like there's one of the angels who he is the angel of lost souls, and he's sort of
Azrael,
and he's sort of boasting about the lost soul. It wasn't that he was boasting; he was just telling the story. But it's just in comparison to everyone else's thing, like he has the best stories, and it's nice, to want to achieve more as an angel. But man, they're like, of course, the movie couldn't have focused so much on Gabriel's story as a mortal at certain points with Seth Rogen. But like I said, it's one of the most enjoyable parts of the movie, and it had to be, right? Because the whole movie can't be depressing, so you have to have that levity. That worked extremely well. I mean, there are some scenes where Keanu Reeves is sort of paired up with. I feel like they literally just like hired the restaurant workers that actually worked there in the LA restaurant. Felipe.
I would not put it past them to do that.
Yeah. It's so funny to see, what actual experience acting is. But like Reeves never ceases to bring any kind of adorability to a role. And this is probably one of my top favorite Keanu Reeves roles, because everyone does already adore bully him. and this one's gonna further that. But he fucking leans into it and plays into it in such a funny way. You know, what is it, like the first couple of days that he's a human? He's like, get off my back already. Nicotine is all I have.
Oh, yeah, and the chicken nuggies.
I love a good simpleton enjoying food. Damn it, there's a lot of memorable scenes in this movie. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I enjoyed it. I don't know if this is going to be for everyone. I think this is something maybe people can wait to stream. But
Yeah.
I do think that people should watch this movie. There's sort of a message about wanting to live your life no matter where you are in it that is kind of lazily thrown in there, sort of, I don't know about irresponsibly. It just sort of like, okay, this thing has to have a message, but more of just a device to get these characters through their thing.
Yeah. Also, Felipe is the character's name is actually his real name. Felipe.
Yeah, I fucking bet you he does he have any other credits?
No, just this one.
No, I bet he works at that restaurant.
This one.
He's adorable.
Because there's a couple, it's like another restaurant worker where they don't have any pictures on their thing. And also the motel and stuff, they don't have pictures. And when you click their names, there's like only this one. And maybe another one had like another small role.
I like that. I mean, you know what? In that regard, that is responsible of them to do that. If you're making a movie about working class, then why not hire them and do that for them? That's nice.
I like that.
A little helping hand, Jesus. Because lordy, oh lordy, for those who actually work multiple jobs just to make ends meet, kudos to you guys. I don't know how anybody does that. I guess you have to do what you got to do.
You do got to do what you got to do.
I mean, I've been like comfortably employed in my job for like 16 years, and it pays well enough to give us this castle of a 1-bedroom apartment.
I remember, when I was younger, I did work 2 jobs. That was stressful because you have to like make sure that your schedules align. And I remember there was days where I would work one job in the morning and the other one would be in the afternoon, but I only have like an hour to get from one place to the other. And sometimes I'm like, I have enough, and I would make sure that I take my change of clothes and everything. Luckily, I went from like one office job to the food one, which was better than going from food to like a desk job or whatever, because then you kind of smell like food for the rest of the time. But like doing that for a while, even though it was like maybe three days out of the week that I would work 2, I was just like, okay, so this one, and then that's it. And then I think, so it was more like dealing with traffic and getting from one city to the other. But like once I got like, okay, I'm working here. All right, cool. That one little hour is like my wind down time, and then the other one's like, I'm good.
Did you have any personal time? My uncle always said, you shouldn't live to work. You should work to live. That's why we do this podcast.
Yeah. Well, you were there. That's when I worked 2 jobs when we were together.
What 2 jobs was that? Subway?
And then remember my one of my cousins was having
Oh yeah, that was a little blip of a thing.
Yeah.
That thing that you guys were doing went nowhere.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it turned out into something significant. OnlyFans, right? Wow. You should have signed up or signed. You should have got some shares on that.
No, it's not working. You're trying too hard to make it work.
Mondays.
Yeah.
No, I was going to mention your dad at one point technically worked 2 jobs.
Yeah, I think for 20 years he worked 2 jobs. Yeah, he was just a phlebotomist for both.
So for the second one, he was in the labs always, and the other one, he was actually like an active phlebotomist drawing blood.
For both, he was a phlebotomist until I think one of his jobs, I guess the structure of it just turned like, we're going to let the nurses handle the blood drawing. But that was like, he did actively go to ER rooms and stuff like that for both jobs until a certain point. And then after that, they would just send the newbies to go cut the blood.
I just can't imagine like your dad's mild demeanor and be like, okay, I'm going to draw some blood and then just fucking torture people.
Oh, yeah. I seen him draw blood to other people.
Is he good at it?
Yeah. Because he worked 2 jobs, I wouldn't see him as much growing up. So my way of like seeing him or spending more time with him would be going to get dinner or breakfast or lunch or whatever.
He's a hard worker. Still a hard working guy. Can't wait for him to retire. He deserves it.
Oh, definitely. After 36 years of working 2 jobs.
So what we're trying to say is good on you for the working class. I don't know. I
All right. So see it.
I got lost in the story you're telling.
See it if you want to see it. Don't see it if you want to stream it. I think you should go to the movie theaters and see it. Just personally, me, Isaac did say stream it.
Yeah, I think you could stream it. I don't think it's any kind of, needing to go see it in the movie theater experience. It's good. It's a good film, though. But, I mean, I think just if you're a Keanu Reeves fan, you got to see it for that.
Definitely. Okay. Next.
And now we move it on to something that is a disappointment in the box office. Tron Ares, 15 years after Tron Legacy. I can't remember if I like Tron Legacy. I think I like the aesthetic of it. We now get a sequel, making it a trilogy, starring Jared Leto. Mm-hmm. Hey. So originally I was like, I don't know if they should have cast Jared Leto. And then looking into it, turns out this whole thing wouldn't have happened without Jared Leto. Not only did he produce it, but he is the reason why this thing actually got on its feet. Apparently back in 2017, he wanted to make a soft reboot, but due to like rewrites and the pandemic and writer's strike and a million other things, it was living in that production limbo that fucking so many projects live in until finally, here we are. I originally didn't see why people hated Jared Leto, and then further looking into it, turns out allegedly may be a cult leader.
Yeah, there's this whole thing where there's lore. It's always something with someone, something about starting a cult. It's not Ezra Miller bad, but it's
that's.
But it did have some allegations of maybe him starting some stuff and all this other stuff. I kind of didn't really follow so closely to know what exactly was going on. But I think mostly it was after Morbius. That's when everything was happening.
So I don't know the lore surrounding Jared Leto for the most part. So I don't really have a comment to say about that. I just, saw like a couple lines and then that's that. As far as his art, I don't listen to 30 Seconds to Mars. As far as his acting art, I don't think he's a terrible actor. He's great in Requiem for a Dream. He was great in Dallas Buyers Club. And as far as Morbius, I think that was just more the writing than anything else.
What about the Joker?
Oh, the Joker. There's a lot of love and hate and different opinions as far as the David Ayer Joker is concerned. My opinion on it is I've always thought, real quick, that the Joker you should take chances and have different variations of the Joker. Heath Ledger's anarchist, Jack Nicholson's gangster, Cesar Romero's like Prince Clown, so on and so forth. So I like different takes on the Joker. And this was a new one. Why go old? Why repeat Heath Ledger, which is hard to beat? So I appreciated it. I didn't think I appreciated, nor did his fellow cast members appreciate receiving dead rats, allegedly, as a gift.
Oh, that's right.
Going real...
He's very method.
So not really digging that, just act, goddammit. But I don't know or think he brings so much to a role that maybe another experienced actor can also bring, So I wasn't distraught when I saw that he was going to lead this thing, but I knew that he had enough of a dislike or hate following that the movie wasn't going to get the numbers that it needed to get, honestly.
No.
And I wouldn't look at something like Morbius and be like, oh, that movie sucked because it's all his fault. Sony, Spider-Man villain movies just blew ass for all of their reasons. We covered them. So I was more intrigued, less excited to see this. At the first teaser trailer, the whole concept of the grid, the Tron world being brought into the real world. Well, yeah, where else would it go? If you're going to stray away from the storyline of Flynn, Jeff Bridges' character, along with his son, which was in Tron Legacy, if you're going to step away from that, like where else do you go? So, with enough time passed, specifically 15 years, then it's the two competing corporations, new blood that's going to step in and make some advancements. And I like how this movie explores some of those advancements, 3D printing and how the things are brought onto the real world, kind of technologically grounded. And it was interesting. I think it was cast well other than Jared Leto. I do feel, and stop me if I'm rambling, I do feel that certain actors were wasted. I love me a Julian Anderson. I didn't think they gave her more of a part to play. Could have been played by somebody else. And she's an amazing actress.
Yeah.
Evan Peters is strong. I feel like they cast him in order to, as a possible cliffhanger for a sequel, which at the very end of the movie, spoiler alert, it seems like something was going to be continued on.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Thanks to the box office numbers. Do you have them there, or do you want me to?
You got them.
So the budget, and again, sorry if I'm kind of rambling. It's a Monday, but like I have a lot to say about this movie, so I might be jumping around all over the place. The budget is $180 million. That's a massive fucking budget. I know it's a Tron movie. I know it's going to be a lot of technology involved, and a lot of CGI and visual effects, which I'll get to later. Looked fucking great, you know, especially if you're hiring Nine Inch Nails to do the soundtrack.
Oh, amazing.
Amazing.
Okay.
Money well spent.
Yeah.
The box office opening numbers were a measly $33.5 million. And as of right now, globally, it earned $103 million. So it did not make its money back. In fact, I think grossing Tron Legacy at the end was like over 400 million. So this one is falling extremely short of that. Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
I mean, we did go see this like first thing in the morning, first showing and everything, you know.
The buzz wasn't there. The excitement wasn't there. There's no big crowd going to see it. Nobody was talking about any kind of excitement.
No, you're also going on a Saturday morning at 9 a.m. to go see this.
No, I know. I know that, dear heart. I'm just talking about like in general. In fact, like one of the reasons why there's always a million other things to go see, but the reason why we made this a priority to go see was I love sometimes watching a movie that has some negative buzz on it because I want to see how bad it actually is. Mm-hmm. I didn't think it was that bad.
Yeah, no, I didn't think it was bad. I think right from the beginning, I thought walking into the theater, I was like, it's 9 a.m. We went to bed late. I'm still going to be sleepy. I may not have my coffee with me. I may fall asleep through this movie and not get to see it and then have to rewatch it.
Yeah.
But right from the beginning, the music got me. And that thing woke me up like coffee I did not even need.
Damn near blew my eardrums out, though. Not to be an old man.
No, yeah. But you saw how I was in the chair. I was just like,
dude.
I was just dancing. I was just going. Just like.
What a great band to fucking hire to do the soundtrack and to the music. I mean, it was buzzing and vibing and bopping and other synonyms.
The music itself gave enough of a energy throughout the whole movie.
It helped it make it feel epic and perfectly used in certain scenes. Again, it just was tuned up to 11. I think it needed to be a few, like there's dialogue happening and the music blaring over that.
I think it needed turned up to 20, but that's just me. That is just me. Also, I did like the visuals.
Yeah, let's get to that. What a great looking movie. What an amazing fucking looking movie. If that's where the budget went, good. I think that's budget well spent. I mean, you're spending enough time, even though it does happen in the real world, most stuff that's happening in the real world, you do spend enough time on the grid or whatever other digital world that you want to make it look, this is going to sound silly, but like, even though it's a digital world, you want to make it look like tactile, you know, like it exists. And those scenes were stunning. The fight scenes in those things and how some of the, not technology, but, you know, the sort of like the light bikes, how they use that sort of light thing to, if you bump into it, you know, you die or whatever. They use that with certain weapons and how the fight scenes utilize those things was impressive. I wanted more of that. Dude, like you're in a digital world, but there's so much attention to detail in those things that I knew so many people weren't going to appreciate. I watched enough Corridor Digital to like ooh and ah at so many of these things, you know, paired up with the Nine Inch Nails soundtrack. Dude, I was like, holy shit, this is pretty fucking fun. Too bad the story was just a story. It was like basic.
Look at this. It's just a still. I'm showing him a still from the movie. Yeah. And it's amazing.
That's gorgeous. I think you would call it a splash page. If you listen to comics, if you read comics, you would call it a splash page. Like you could pause most of these scenes and it would look like it belongs in a comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the aesthetic, they really paid attention to a lot of these things. It felt awesome. I'm honestly probably one of few people that's actually bummed that Disney's pulling the plug. Now I understand numbers wise, right? You got to make your money back and more. And if you're a powerhouse studio like Disney and you're used to making these big blockbuster movies that make you 3, 4, 5 times the money back, and this thing just poops out 33.5 million opening.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, sorry.
I knew because it is a Disney thing, and of course anything Disney does have to have the castle in the beginning.
Oh yeah, you love that.
I knew once I saw the castle, I'm like, these visuals are gonna be badass.
Yeah,
because it set the tone.
I've never, and I think I said this when I started talking about this, that I've never seen the original Tron. I need to rewatch Tron Legacy. I've seen clips of Tron Legacy. That aesthetic is so fun. Mm-hmm. To expand on something that was, first off, like, first of its kind back in, I think 81. I actually don't remember when the first Tron came out, which looked, I mean, in comparison to what we have now, looked terrible. But it was like a technological feat to put a man like Jeff Bridges into a computer world, and it was awesome. So to then create something like Tron Legacy and then continue with that with Ares and improve on the visuals was awesome. I just wish they had a better writer or writers. I really, the story needed to be stronger. The characters needed to be stronger. They were damn near 2-dimensional. Mm-hmm. I think the actors that play them helped them feel a little bit more fleshed out, where they didn't seem completely 2-dimensional. That's where it lost me. And for an action blockbuster film, there was a middle part that sort of dragged a bit. But man, I mean, it needed substance, and it needed heart to go along with it.
Yeah,
you know, like these franchise popcorn movies. Yeah, they're not always all flashing lights and explosions. You do have some heart in it. And that's where I think it fails, is that you're not continuing with, like I said before, the Flynn storyline. This is a whole separate thing. So you've already disconnected. Again, that's what a soft reboot is, though, right? But, you know, you're disconnecting, though, from what that like main arc that you're typically following. And you just miss that through line. No one's going to care about a random program who's, for whatever reason, become, you know, sort of sentient.
Yeah.
Just because he looks like Jared Leto. I can see why it's a miss, but if you aren't an AMC A-list stubs member and you actually do have to shell out some money, I don't think there's a lot of movies worth seeing in Dolby and IMAX as of recently, other than like One Battle After Another. But as far as like a big explosion, flashy thing, I mean, I'm not gonna tell people how to spend their money, but you can't watch this movie on your fucking TV screen at home.
He may not be able to tell you how to spend your money, but I will. You need to go see this movie in the theaters. Just experience the visual effects of it.
And if you aren't going to go spend your money in theaters, why don't you throw it our way on Venmo at YHST?
Also, don't come back to me if you didn't like the movie and ask me for money back, because that's your responsibility to take care of your money. I'm just letting you know. And you just been influenced by me to spend money.
It's just that people were like, it's such a bad movie. I'm like, dudes, I've seen bad movies.
I walked out of theaters feeling gross after a bad movie.
Yeah, this wasn't a terrible movie. Wasn't a great movie. We walked out going, dude, that was fucking cool. Nothing cinematically was like, they didn't rewrite how movies are being done, and everything was it was pretty basic. But man, I hope that Corridor Digital covers some of these things, because it fucking looked great. It was so cool. I mean, like, the little kid in me was like, oh man, is that what it, you know? Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, that's what it's like in real life. Yeah, sure, but it's still well done.
Anyways, go see Tron Ares.
Yeah, theater experience.
Yeah, it is just visual wise theater experience. After that, watch it at home.
As far as this one, I really do want to hear people's takes on it. All of this is my own opinion of fucking course. We're just having fun here sitting on the couch, but I am curious to see what people took from it. Did they actually enjoy it? Was it just a solid movie, to quote Jermaine? Mm-hmm. Or were people more distracted by Jared Leto or shitty acting or shitty storyline, rather, to be able to appreciate the fucking badass fucking special effects and shit? And
music? Oh,
God, that music. You know, I'm surprised I actually haven't started listening to it on Spotify. Have you?
No.
We got to jam out to it.
Yeah. I'm currently stuck on one thing, but that's about it. Yeah.
All right, so let's go and move on to our penultimate segment. YHST gets fresh. Every other episode, Alva and I guess the Rotten Tomato critic and audience score, as well as giving our own personal rating on the aforementioned movies, in this case being Good Fortune and Tron Ares. From 0 to 100, 59 and below being rotten, 60 and above being fresh. It's now Alva's turn to guess the Rotten Tomato scores.
There it is. Okay.
All right, starting with Good Fortune, what do you give that movie?
I give that an 82. 84.
Jesus Christ. Unplug her and plug her back in. You gave it 84?
84. I think critics gave it maybe an 80. And audience might have given it maybe 88. I'm sticking with the 80s here.
Yeah, no, you're actually pretty warm. Yeah, you're 80 adjacent. Critics gave it a 78% and audience liked it at 80%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For a new story, like, an original story, that's a pretty solid ass rating.
Okay.
Tron Ares, what is your rating on this?
My unbiased rating is 82. I think critics gave it maybe like a 57. I think audience might have given it like a 70.
Like I said, no matter what the visual effects are, if the story is lacking, it sort of doesn't justify the $180 million budget. Yeah. Critics hated it at a 53%, and audience really enjoyed it at an 86%.
I mean, who wouldn't?
This is a popcorn movie. There you go. And there it is. And now we move on to our trivia segment. If you're not familiar, me and Alva are randomizing from a preset list. It is a 4-round trivia thing where we give 5 clues, and those clues are actors for a specific movie. We get a total of 5 points. That first choice is the most difficult, thus the whopping 5 points, which none of us have yet scored on. And then it gets easier, 4, 3, 2, 1, or no points. So far, we haven't racked up the points. I'm losing.
Yeah, you may catch up. You may catch up with this one. You may be winning. Who knows? We'll figure that out when I tally up the points.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to throw you in first.
Oh, okay.
Let's go. For 5 points, J.K. Simmons.
Oh, Juno.
Not a bad guess. For 4 points, Alfred Molina.
Alfred Molina. Why is that?
Alfred Molina.
Alfred
Molina.
From Whittier. No, I don't know.
For 3 points, James Franco, and I know the crowd is going wild.
Wait. Hold on. J.K. Simmons, Alfred Molina. Alfred Molina is someone coming into my head. And James Franco. Oh my God.
TikTok.
Shit.
3.
Is Pineapple Express?
Not a bad guess. For 2 points, Kirsten Dunst.
Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. I just don't know which one it is. Alfred Molina. Yeah, the first one, right? The first one, Spider-Man? Spider-Man? The Amazing Spider-Man?
Wrong and wrong. And for 1 point, Tobey Maguire. You get a free guess. You get another guess.
Do I not get... Wait, no? Is it the second? No.
You said Spider-Man 1. I buzzed it on 1.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Which means...
It's not the Amazing Spider-Man?
No, that's
the same thing.
Andrew Garfield. TikTok.
Fuck this shit. But
people are screaming at you.
I don't care. People. Oh, I got it.
Sorry, hit the wrong one. Spider-Man 2.
Alfred Molina.
Doc Ock.
What? Okay.
Dude.
No, I understand that.
You were there.
I was there.
You were there.
The thing is, I switched those two movies
The thing
around.
is, guys, I'm really sorry. I'm going to put you on blast, Alva. She can't count.
Count better than you do.
The hell does that supposed to mean?
You know what?
What the hell does that mean?
for pressing the wrong button should just be 1 point for me.
What? That's how this works?
It works this way in my life.
Also, if you knew who I quoted just a second ago, hit me up in the comments. All right, hit me.
Okay. 4 or 5 points. Luis Guzman.
Anger management.
Guzman. No. 4 points. David Keuchner.
Keckner.
No.
That's Keckner.
Whatever.
Anchorman.
Nope. 4 3 points. Justin Long.
Zach and Miri make a porno.
No. 4 2 points. Anna Faris. The crowd is
Scary
screaming.
movie?
No. For 1 point and 1 point only. Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, Anna Faris, Luis Guzman, David Koechner. What?
The clock is ticking. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Shit. What is it?
Waiting.
Fuck. Oh, man. Dude, I've watched clips over and over and over again. You know, if you threw a Dane Cook in there, I'm pretty sure I would have guessed that one. Or Alana, what's her name? Alana Ubach? Oh, boy. Oh, fuck. I really like that movie. Son of a bitch. I'm really mad at myself. Fuck. I need a moment to cry. All right. Let's hurt your soul. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And by the way,
I feel like this
that
is
first round, I went real easy on you.
I know this is gonna be harder.
This is gonna be terrible.
They're all hard.
Hopefully you get it though, because I want this to be like a doable game. You ready? Here we go. For 5 points, Stephanie Sue.
The fuck is a Stephanie
That's
Sue?
why it's at 5 points. For 4, I just like that. For 4 points, James Hung.
I don't know.
For 3 points, Michelle Yeoh.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
You see how that works? You see how that? There you go.
I get that one,
There
but I
you
can't
go.
get the other one.
I guess not. All right. Last fucking round before we close this out. Hit me, Alva.
5 points. Atticus Schaefer.
Son of a gun. That kind of sounds familiar, but I don't know.
4 points, and I'm gonna screw up the last name. Charlie Tahan. Tahan.
Dang it. I gotta try to guess something. I don't know. Airbud?
For 3 points. Martin Landau. Whatever.
Martin Landau. Free Willy?
No. For 2 points, Martin Short. Yes,
But-
Martin Short.
Martin Landau. Martin Short. Clifford?
No. For 1 point and 1 point only.
She's rubbing it in and not rubbing it off.
O'Hara.
Martin Short, Catherine O'Hara. What movie were they in? Martin Landau. I know the name. I don't know the face. What the hell movie was Martin Short and
Tick tock.
Catherine
tick tock.
O'Hara?
3, 2, 1.
Home Alone.
No. Frankenweenie.
I've never seen it. I've never seen Frankenweenie.
I thought you have.
I thought I had too, but
I think you've seen maybe bits of it when the kids were watching it.
I didn't know. Damn it. God. Also, I need you to rack up these points. I need to know exactly how bad I'm losing. Oh, God.
Well, this episode, I'm winning by 3.
And what's great, like in another, we'll take like a quick 5-10 minute break and then we'll recoup to record the second episode so I can enjoy the pain all over again. But in the meantime, as I cry myself to sleep and then wake back up and record another episode, we say goodbye. We say farewell. And
Adios.
we thank you for listening to another episode. If you haven't seen that podcast, if you haven't done so, like we said at the top, please follow us on social media.
At YHST Pod.
On Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Do us a favor. Just give it. You know what? Do us a quick little favor. No one has done this so far. If you're listening to this, let us know that you've been listening to it. On any one of our posts, comment on something. You know, just be like, hey, you guys suck or whatever. I just want to know you guys are there. You know, instead of silently listening. Comment on any of the things, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We appreciate a call to action. Please do it. I love you. Mean it. In the meantime, let us know what movies are on your growing list of films that has people asking you the question. You haven't seen that? Catch you next time, folks.
Buenas noches.
Good night. I go meet me now. I cry.